Okay, in this episode of Deep Space Nine, Little Green Men, forget about how they got there or the consequences of it or how Odo joined them, but rather that we're taking a look at what would happen if the Ferengis went to Earth in 1947. And what they're trying to show is that the Ferengis are kind of a reflection on ourselves. When they get there and find out where they are, Quark immediately thinks that he can take over the Earth by means of good business practice. And he finds that the humans of that time are just like the Ferengis and therefore easy to manipulate. Now, he's wrong in that last point because the military that has recovered their ship and them has a little more paranoia as far as enemies are concerned. This is right after World War II. This is the beginning of the Cold War, and virtually everything that they don't know, they suspect. And so it causes a great problem for Quark's plan, really. Thankfully, Odo is there. He has snuck aboard their ship in order to be with them and helps them find out information that they need and provides them a little help where they need it the most. There are a couple of humans who are helpful because they seem to have some sympathy for the plight of our Ferengi friends. And while they help them get away. That's not giving away much because we know that Quark has to be back, and we know that if you've seen the show before, of course, that Nog does get into Starfleet. So what this is all about is just basically a look at Ferengis placed in a different frame. Let's look at them from the fact that they are among people who don't know a whole lot of other aliens, who don't know what to expect from them and think of them as invaders, perhaps. And so there is some coordination with the Roswell sightings and atomic bomb testing and a bit of humor thrown in here and there. The reason their universal translators don't work at first and such as this are entertaining enough. Not my favorite episode, honestly, because when it takes you out of the science fiction environment, it looks a little bit too real and the Ferengi look a little bit too fake, honestly, even with the fine makeup jobs that they have traditionally had. So it's interesting. They do have a new rule of acquisition, or mention one. This is about the 20th that we recorded during the course of the series. Number 203, new customers are like razor-toothed greenworms. They're succulent, but sometimes they bite back. So there's thoughts for you. Now, we have some Star Trek news. We'll get into more of that after the review of Lower Decks, but we know that there are already some publicity pictures out for Starfleet Academy. We know that the Section 31 movie is getting ready to be released. We know that Strange New World has completed its filming and they're adding the special effects now. So we have a lot to look forward to in 2025. So we'll be talking a little bit about that after we talk about Lower Decks on Friday. So thank you for joining us, and until next time, don't go far.